Yep, still here. Absolutely fine, mate.
Did anything happen?
Nope, nothing happened. I think we've gotten everything we need from this interview, Eddie. I wish you all the best, but
I basically play a James Bond figure, and I've got to rescue all these women hostages, and they're naked because all their clothes have rotted off.
It's great that. It's called Telling Lies, by the way. It's really good. Once you get over the sort of...
How was your day? Tell me.
How shit it is, it's actually really good. You got to rewind everything, but that's part of it. It's kind of real, isn't it? How you got to rewind things like a tape on a computer screen. Oh, it's buzzing. Nah, honestly, it is buzzing. Once you get over that, yeah.
Okay.
Same thing. My mum, when she was a teenager, she said she came home from school one dinner time, and she was in the front room, and she was kind of dancing in front of the mirror. She had the radio on, and there was a big, heavy metal letter rack above the radio. And she said she was sort of dancing in front of the mirror, and she said the letter rack flew from above the radio and flew across the room behind her. And she said she ran out. Don't know what it is today. I'm just feeling like this. I know I get so wound up about it, but I don't know why am I feeling like this? I'm not drinking. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm meditating, I've been for a run, I'm eating well, and I feel a bit sad. Man, listen, I feel a bit sad. And they'd be on the phone and they're like, yeah? And I'm like, well, I don't like it. Well, that's just life, man. Welcome to the real world. Like, sometimes you're just gonna feel shit. And that was a big turning point for me. It's like, wow, okay. So I'm just gonna be alright with it? He's like, yeah. You feel a bit shit and that's okay. And I was like, oh, right, okay. Yeah. So I'll just kind of just carry on as normal. Yeah, just carry on as normal. Just do what you're gonna do today. Well, I was gonna go for a run and that. Yeah, keep doing those things. Like, just carry on, and it'll pass. The same as everything always passes.
This is gonna be 100% orc proof.
As everyone knows, twigs are an orc's worst enemy. Terrified of them. If an orc sees a twig, it will brick it. It will shit itself. Oh, it's fucking mad, innit?
Get away from me, you creep!
I thought we were just having a laugh together. I work here as well, just because I'm new. Yeah. I'm just new here. Far off. Excuse me, I'm just drinking my posh coffee. What, that? Oh, it's just Nespresso. If Nespresso want to sponsor me, get in touch. 43 subscribers. So, you do the math. I mean, your people can get in touch with my people, and we'll sort something out. Whether you're a scriptwriter, whatever it is you do, whether you're a painter, this is the stage here where most people get off the bus because they go, oh well, all these buses are going the same way as, well, they're going, yeah, they want to go somewhere else, so they get back. They go back to the start, yeah? And then they get on a different bus, and it's going the same way still. So they keep repeating this process. They basically keep giving up because they're like, this is nothing new. So they go back, try something else, and they go, all right, well, this is the same as everything else as well. There's only a few ideas really that are original. There's only like a template for stories. There's only so many of those. What you do with them is the important bit. So what this guy says is, you can stay on the fucking bus basically. Stay on the bus, get past all that shit which is unoriginal, it's cliched. You've got to plough through all of that, because what happens when you rewrite something, or when you just keep chipping away at something, eventually you'll get to these bits here, and these are the bits that are just on their own and they are separate from everything else because you've stayed on the bus.
What fictional character would you go on a walk with? Hello there. How are we all doing? You alright? Welcome to the Quiet Dog podcast. Back again. Thought I'd do another one because Saturdays was so good because I had such a good time doing that. Don't know what it was about Saturdays. Felt a little bit off. I think I overthought it. Maybe people didn't pick up on this. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, which I do tend to do. But the Freddy Krueger thing. I thought it was funny. I did. I thought it was funny. In the head, it was funny. I was in Limmy's chat earlier today and I was like, I sort of tipped him and asked, what advice would you give to streamers? Because he was talking about, he's got like this a list of people, and what he'll do is at the end of his stream, they do this thing called a raid. And a raid is basically everyone who's in your chat, you raid someone else's chat, so all of your followers, he has like upwards of like 3,000 viewers every stream that he does. He's got loads of followers, God knows how many, but at the end of his stream, he'll raid somebody, and he was like, I'm going to do a new streamer every day for the rest of this year. So I put my name on this thing on Discord, and I was like, he'll never raid me anyway because I don't stream during the day. And he was he wasn't moaning, but he was kind of ranting at the chat saying, you know, you need to be chatting. Like when someone comes into your chat, you not just sort of sat there at your computer just like not doing anything. And I get that, like you need to be engaged and you need to keep it going, but I sort of tipped him, and that you can write a message, he reads the message out, and it was, you know, what advice would you give to streamers who want to stay talkative but don't have anybody in the chat? And I've asked this question loads of times, like how do you get over that feeling of self-consciousness and just plowing through it and talking to yourself basically? I know people watch this and I appreciate people watching it afterwards and all of that, but in terms of having a live chat here, this is live. Someone could be watching this right now and I don't know because I've got the viewing figures turned off because it kind of puts me off, but if you are watching, hello. Anyway, he said that he's never really had that problem. Obviously, I kind of knew that because, you know, Limmy's just a fucking legend and he had a following from YouTube, like back in the day when he used to make those little videos like Requiem and all that kind of stuff. And then he got his own show, so he kind of came to Twitch already with a following. But he said maximum respect to anybody who does that. Oh, hello there. Thank you for the follow. Then the Beast Gamer. Thanks, welcome in. Just chatting to no followers, or no viewers, should I say. How are you doing, man? You okay? Welcome to the stream. I'm going to play a game in a bit. The game is I Saw Black Clouds. It's an FMV game, which I'm looking forward to playing. But yeah, going back to Limmy, he said, yeah, maximum respect if you can just keep chatting when there's nobody there. Because he said, what did he say now? Something like, he said, if you can sort of hang around in the area of this feels like I am mental, like, because you are essentially talking to yourself and weird and self-conscious. Like, it should feel all of those things, and it does feel weird. It does feel like I'm going mental a bit, like the fucking that Freddy Krueger thing. I was like, the other stuff I'd done, like the Daniel Day-Lewis pretending to phone in, and that was all pre-recorded, so I could edit that. Do you know what I mean? I could edit that together, and I could retake bits and I'd basically written it beforehand. The Freddy Krueger thing I hadn't. If you don't know what I'm on about, just watch the last video, the Halloween spooktacular. More like a wet, cowering fart, and rather than a spooktacular, in my opinion. But I'll put it out anyway because it's just it's not the end of the world, is it? You try and you learn. I should have written more stuff. I did have more stuff to say, but for some reason the only thing that I could think of to say was just the word pudding. Just kept saying the word pudding over and over again. What are you going to put in your restaurant, Freddie? Pudding. It's just very sort of Bo Selector. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes that's just the way it goes. So yeah, I'm going to play a new game this evening. I'll be working away in next week actually. I'll be away in Lancaster for 2 weeks, so I hope you'll be all right without me. You can watch some of the older videos if you get a bit lonely without me. I know it'll be tough, but just hang in there. So yeah, I was like, should I do one on Friday this week? Should I wait? It's as if I feel like I've got to be on my best. I've got to be on good form in order to do these. And as we all know, even when I do think I'm on form, it can be shit anyway. Just chatting away here, guys. Don't really have any. There's no real point to that. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is that it was nice to hear Limmy, like, who is, let's be honest, he's a hero of mine. And he said maximum respect, and I thought, do you know what, Limmy, I'm going to take that and run with it, and I'm going to do a stream off the back of that, because it was quite encouraging. This weekend I watched some very good films, some really good films. I didn't do a lot at all. I did a stream on Saturday, and that was it. I did a workout as well, but basically watched films for the whole weekend. It was fucking great. One of which was called The Hunt, which was like they were mostly horror films that I watched. On this Betty Giplin was her name. She's the lead in it. She was really, really good. Oh, she was in Glow. Yes, I did recognise her. She was in this series about the wrestling, female wrestling. She was great in that as well. Anyway, Hunt. 12 strangers wake up in a clearing. They don't know where they are or how they got there. They don't know they've been chosen for a very specific purpose, the hunt. It kind of starts off in one vein. I think the Battle Royale thing has been done a few times now. You know, strangers waking up in a strange place, they've got to survive, they get given weapons, someone's toying with them. But this, it was just very clever. Thingy's in it from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Is it Dennis? Where was he? Where is he? Where are you, Dennis? Come back. Scene on the plane. Is there a scene on the plane? Let's get past it. Yeah, there he is. He saw him there. I don't want to say too much about it because it's there's a good. It keeps you guessing. It keeps you on your toes, and it develops really, really well. It's not just like Last Girl Standing. You know, she defeats everyone, gets to the end. There's a good political undercurrent to it as well, like left and right, and yeah, there's a good political bent to it all. What else did I watch? There was that. There was The Relic, which was pretty good. That was pretty
traditional sort of gothic horror about a family. It's an Australian film. Emily Mortimer is in it. Her daughter and her go back to her mother's house to clear out.
Last time you spoke to her?
Oh no, her mother goes missing, and then she comes back and she's acting all weird. It's got like an M. Night Shyamalan feel about it. Yeah, she starts acting a little untoward, frighteningly so, and the house kind of starts going. It's the kind of typical tropes, but it's got a nice, like, the thread of the story of whether this woman, the grandma character, should be put in a home, you know, so it's quite poignant in that sense. All the characters are quite grounded. It's quite a universal quandary, isn't it? And to put the old folks in a home. When they start acting like this, probably, like this woman does, I would have put her in a home. She does some not very nice things, this lady does. Not very nice at all. Oh yeah, the last one I watched was Promising Young Woman. This was probably my favourite. Oh, this is just... I don't even know how to sum this one up. Here's the plot. A young woman traumatised by a tragic event in her past seeks out vengeance against those who crossed her path. Again, I don't want to say too much about this one either. Carey Mulligan is fantastic in it. This isn't it. That's not... This is an advert. That's an advert. That's a computer. And that's Windows. This is it. I don't just want to play the trailer because I'll just sit here, watch it silently. She's got a vendetta, old Carey Mulligan, and it feels a bit like Basic Instinct, but for today's generation. Unless, I can't really remember Basic Instinct, but she's like a femme fatale type character, but I like the fact that it's very, the thing that she's pursuing, it's not aimless. It all feels very calculated and well plotted, and the ending isn't predictable at all. It kind of gives you the ending you want, but not how you'd expect it. I think it was nominated for an Oscar, I can't quite remember. I think it was, actually. Let's look at the old... let's look at the trivia. Oh, go away. Back. Spoiler alert. This is a bit of trivia here. Ah! Yeah. I noticed that as well. Yeah. The words rape and sexual assault are not spoken in the film, so it's pretty obvious what... that's not really a spoiler, but it's... You know it's to do with that, when the kind of things that she's doing. It's those kind of themes. But yeah, it's never actually spoken. 23 days to film. Jesus, that's fast. Max Greenfield's in it, the guy from New Girl. He's very good. I say he's very good. He's in it for like a few scenes, but he's basically playing a dickhead, which he does very well. Alfred Molina, yeah, he's got a bit of a cameo in it. He's incredible. During the 93rd Oscars, the clip used to present the film during the Best Picture nominations was the scene where Cassie spits in Ryan's coffee. Oh, that's a scene with Bo Burnham. Bo Burnham's great in it. I recommend it. Anyway, I'm not just going to sit here banging on about films because I could do that all night. I think I'm just going to play a game now. Should we do that? Somebody, anyone. I'm asking myself, shall we do that? Yes, I think we shall. Go back here. That's nerves, that. What's nerves? Or just because I'm so fucking sexy. Let's play a game. Right. Here we go then. We are going to play. It is called I Saw Black Clouds. I don't know if it's any good. I'm hoping it's kind of shit. Just change the title. Game. I saw black clouds. Okay. Let's do it. So, I don't know what FMV stands for, but I think it's full motion video. It's basically a bit like a film. Okay. New game. Here we go. One contains scenes that some viewers may find disturbing. I hope so. Graphic depictions of violence and suicide. Wales Interactive. Okay. Like that. Like the graphic. Brilliant.
Just relax.
Okay.
You're safe.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Breathe, Adam. Just breathe. Nice and easy. That's quite loud. Sorry. Bring that down a touch. Check.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
but I have to leave. Don't follow me
Don't know who you are, mate.
to where I'm going. I don't want you to go where I've been or see the things I've seen.
Won't believe the things I've seen.
I know I've let you down.
You sang that song.
Maybe we can be together again. But for now,
That was a great tune.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
dear. Oh dear. That was Spooks who sang that song. Things I've Seen. That was a banger. It's like 2000, I think.
Washington Irving Road.
Be surprised if anyone remembers that song, but it was a Stone Cold banger.
They are not the mark of weakness, but of power. They speak more eloquently than 10,000 tongues.
I think we're going to see some acting
They are
here,
the
guys.
messengers of overwhelming grief.
We're going to see.
Today our tears are for Emma. We mourn
Look at Charlotte.
a young life
Look at
ending
her.
far too soon. We mourn the things we never said. Could have said.
Hello. Ah,
Because we never had the chance.
there's only one option there. Not much of like multiple choice, is it? So far. What could I? She's singing just there. Can you not? I'm trying to sing here.
Did she call you?
Thank you.
You?
Rude.
Nothing. When did you last speak to her?
Avoid. Keep track of how Christina is affected on the statistics screen. Don't want to.
No.
Was that I missed that then because of the pop-up. She was basically saying when did she last see her. I have to try and remember names because I'm terrible with names. I won't be surprised if I get confused very early on with this game. A friend has
Do you think
died.
she blames us?
Yeah. I do.
Probably.
We were arseholes. You would do, wouldn't you?
So sorry for your loss.
So sorry.
Thank you.
It's got a very student film
Thank you
feel
both for
about it,
coming
this,
today.
I have to
I'm
say.
sure it would have meant so much to Emily.
She meant so much to us.
It's a gig though, isn't it? A gig's a gig.
Christina, I was wondering if you could do something for me.
Say no.
The
No.
pendant Emily wore, it was one my mother gave to me. I wanted to be sure it was safe.
Nick it.
Can't face going back there.
Nick it. If there's an option to nick it, I'm nicking it.
I was just wondering.
I'll get it.
I'll nick it. I mean, I'll get
I'll
it.
get it. Don't worry.
First mission. Acquire necklace. There's not much of a sort of grade on this, is there? Like a in film, they call it a grade in the industry. Like a. I'll stop nitpicking, but that's kind of the fun, really, I suppose. It does look good, is what I'm saying. It doesn't look great. Right, so we've got to get the old pendant from here. Just get in and out. Don't get too encumbered. Just cut it out completely. Forget it. Taking too long. Don't bother. Don't bother. What's the point? It's gonna make her more sad. It's not gonna bring her back. Ah! What have you done that for, you wank? Computer. Throw match under bed. Throw petrol under bed. Don't read it.
Of May. Now that the clinic is
private.
closing, I'm going to have to see one of the counsellors privately. Her name is Dominique. She sees people at home in the town. I'm glad to leave. There's something quite dark about this place, and I just feel pity for some of the
Cheery, innit?
The school said I could
Pretty
take as
cheery
much
so
time as
far.
I need to recover from this,
Um,
but I don't believe
I'm glad I didn't talk about like. I was going to talk a bit about depression at the start of the stream.
I just can't shake off that
But,
feeling of shadows following me.
Be a bit.
Feel in
It'd be
danger.
heavier, wouldn't it, if I did
As though
that?
my life's going to end.
Jesus.
Tell people that I'm okay, but when I close my eyes,
I mean, I don't know what I was expecting in a game called I Saw Black Clouds. I was hoping it would be just a bit rubbish. We could all go, ah, this is funny, isn't it? But it's all about death, dying, suicide. I know.
I just feel so empty inside.
Alan,
How much longer will I have to
You're gonna have a good time.
cheer us all up a bit. And
Sweet berry wine.
yay! Always come in handy. It starts getting a bit just. Oh, it's all a bit sad. Oh, Phil.
Oh, you're gonna have a good
Oh,
time.
that's
I'm so
better.
scared. I found out something about the girl who went missing from the clinic.
Girl who went missing from the
I
clinic.
don't want to believe it.
Right.
I can't write it down.
Doesn't help me. Who's that?
Who's that then? Put it away for now. Excuse me. Put it away for now. We're going to leave that there. Go for a drink. Go and get shit-faced. I had a dream. I keep having dreams where I get pissed. It's a regular thing. I'm kind of used to it now, but oh dear. It's bad, isn't it? It's bad. Yeah, I have dreams where I know in my dream that I shouldn't be drinking.
Don't tell me you're going tomorrow.
And it's like I've fallen off the wagon
I can't stick around here.
and can't do anything about it.
And I haven't seen you for ages.
But now I've got to the point where I'm leaving you, you cow. Now I've got to the point where I know that I'm dreaming
I know.
and I just enjoy it.
just
'Cause
stay
I'm
for the
like, I
weekend.
could just get
We can sort
shit-faced
things out.
in my dream. No harm done.
I just want us to remember Emily together.
Shout Emily then.
To Emily.
You didn't shout it.
Emily.
Emily! Like that. Emily! I did actually have a think about drinking the other day. Not that I would, but it's part of, it's just this time of year, man. I think it's probably not just me. In fact, I know it's not me. There's a few of my mates have said the same thing. I know I said this on the last stream as well, but whatever you want to call it, seasonal affective disorder, feeling a bit down this time of year. I don't know if it's because I'm single, so that doesn't help. Been single for a while, and it starts edging towards Christmas, and you're like, I should have a girlfriend by now to do things with, but I haven't, and that doesn't help. And when you sort of tie that in with being sober, it's just a bit fucking shit. You're just like, what's the fucking point of doing all this? Do you know what I mean? What's the point of being good when I'm not meeting anybody? But I do know that even if I am drinking, when I was drinking and going out, I've met people without drink is what I'm saying. But it just feels like, God, it would be nice. Hello, is there anybody there, please? It would be nice.
Hello?
No, it wouldn't. I'll finish the sentence anyway. To just get shit-faced and go out and like cop off with somebody. But obviously that's very, it's like a short-term fix to fucking hell. Answer it. I just go through those swings, and it usually, I can't really predict it, but I do think the night's closing in.
Christina,
When the night closes in.
I'm so sorry.
When the night closes in.
Emily!
Is it true? It's dead.
Hello?
What can you do though? Nothing I can do about it. Even if I did start drinking again, which I won't, because I've put way too much work in. I'm getting too old for this shit. One day at a time and all that. It's not worth it. You just get bored of being patient. And the speed dating thing was alright. I enjoyed that.
You're not who I was expecting.
I'll go to another one
Christina?
next. It's the week after next. But that's ages 30 to
Why don't you
40, so
come
there
in?
might be someone there more my age. It is what it is, and that's all that it is. There's not a lot I can do about it. And drinking certainly won't help. Fucking hell. I did speak to my doctor though and asked to, because I'm on sertraline, have been for a while now,
why you're here.
which is an antidepressant. I'm not here for help. I'm here to talk about my mate.
I'm sorry, Dominique. I'm not here to be a patient. I just wanted to ask you a few questions.
I call the people who come to see me, Christina, clients. Patients. Sounds as if you're not getting out of here.
I have seen this before. I think it was on Lemmy's stream. This I remember
I
it.
just don't need any help like that.
Okay.
Can't remember how it ends though.
What do you want to talk about?
My friend Emily died recently.
Yes, I heard about that.
And the night closes in.
I'm sorry you've had to have that experience.
And the night
It must be very
closes
troubling for
in. She talked about you.
She mentioned you in a journal that she kept.
I'm sure she did.
I'm sure she
I
did.
encouraged her to keep a diary of her treatment.
I encouraged her to keep a diary of her treatments. I need answers.
Please, I really need some answers.
Maybe it would be better if we talk about your feelings about this. You could tell me what's troubling you?
No fucking way, no fucking way, no fucking way.
Not like this. It would be more helpful if you could be in a more relaxed state of mind.
Right, see if I can choose no. So I've got okay, fine, and what? What?
What?
No, I don't want to do this. And I should have the option.
Close your eyes.
No, I don't want to.
Listen
Keep them open.
to my voice.
No. Not listening. Don't try
Oh,
and...
come on, Christina. You need to trust me.
A therapist would never, ever, ever talk like that. Ever. She's doing it. Get this game in the bin.
To go to your deeper place.
If I was a director directing that, I would say, when you say, I think you need to trust me,
Safe.
I don't know. I don't think you should shout at her because you're supposed to be a professional therapist, and you know, it just spoils the illusion, really, that that's your job. Try a bit more caring. Do you know what I mean?
Go there. In your
Oh,
mind.
Christina, you need to trust me. Nowhere is safe.
Oh, come on, Christina. You need to trust me more.
Again, maybe try just being a bit more softer. Come on, Christina, you need to trust me more. Going into my cave. Yeah, so I spoke to the doctor anyway. Go that way. About upping my sertraline, which I'm kind of relieved about. I know that I'm not suggesting this. Obviously, I'm not suggesting this is for everybody, but I'm just saying it anyway. It just works for me. And I remember getting quite... Because I'd stopped drinking and I'd still come back to these places of like... kind of like having suicidal thoughts, and not that I was kind of making plans to do it, but just not being in a good place and going, well, what's the point of not drinking? I'd keep coming back to that place every time. And it was a relief to just actually talk to a doctor and they go, oh, well, you know, you can have some medicine. I was like, oh, great. I could have just done that in the first place instead of spending all those years drinking. But you live and learn, don't you? So yeah, it does.
What has scared you recently?
I saw a ghost and it scared the shit out of
I
me.
saw a ghost.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes, no, I don't know. Why are you judging me? Yeah.
Yes.
It's all right not to be sure. They are, after all, just a figment of our imaginations.
I'd love to see a ghost.
Representations of our anxieties and guilt.
I would. Imagine if you saw a ghost.
Then why would I see one?
Imagine it.
Our minds see what they want us to see.
I mean, if you actually...
Do you believe in the afterlife?
I'm dog sitting soon, and I do. I know I wouldn't. I don't believe in it anyway. I don't know what I'm on about. What are you on about, Adam?
Yes.
Think about what you're saying.
Do you believe in carrying on when everything
I would like
else
to.
looks
Of course, I would like to see one,
hopeless?
because it'd be like, oh shit, what is that? There is something else here. I actually can't remember what the question was.
Yes.
Tell
I
me
was gonna
about
say
your
that-
relationship with your parents.
This flat, there's no way this flat would be haunted because it's too new. But staying in a... She asked me about my parents, can't remember. Maybe. I'd love to stay in an old house, I tell you what.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What I watched with a couple of mates of mine. Speaking of haunted houses, and it was this. Anyone's seen? Not this. That's Mank. More like Wank. The David Fincher film. Bez and Sean Ryder. Haunted. Yeah, Bez and Sean Ryder went on Most Haunted, and it was fucking brilliant. Where's the sound? Why's there no sound? That's weird. Exit? No, don't exit game.
I'm going to have to get that. It's a prearranged call from one of my...
Do that. There. Why no sound? Oh, it's because of the because that's muted. Unmute tab. Right. Here we go. Most Haunted Live, Pendle Hill Special. No, it's not that one. Yes, it's this one.
Famed for putting the mad into Manchester and E into everything, the Happy Mondays musical back catalogue has been described as over 20 years of hardcore fun.
It's when they basically get shit-faced and start pouring brandy on this coffin. Where is it?
Well, can we not talk to each other?
Oh, it's...
Why?
Yvette Fielding gets fucking well annoyed with them because they're all just...
Why? Not worse than it? Yes! How could it be worse? That's arousing me now. You shouldn't be doing that. You're supposed to be scared.
That's arousing me, that.
39, Sean
What's
seemed
supposed to be
almost
doing that?
resigned to a long stretch.
What the fuck?
Sean! What's wrong?
I've fallen
What's wrong,
over.
Sean? What's happened?
Sean's calamitous fall from grace is giving everyone cause for concern. Even the queen of all things scary, Yvette, is rushing to his aid.
Hello? Yeah, let us out. Open the fucking door.
I think this is that's after. I think they're all a bit tiddly at this point. We didn't watch all of it, but there's a bit where they're all just kind of stood in front of this. Yeah, is it this bit, or is it a bit before?
It reminds me a bit of Lancaster Castle, where I've actually performed, but that we used to do Shakespeare plays there, and Lancaster Castle is still a functioning court and prison, or like it has holding cells there, and we used to do this as like a promenade production of Shakespeare plays. So the audience would walk around, and you'd be left at certain points during the show, you'd be left on your own in these sort of dark corners of this basically old castle, and that would your mind would start playing tricks eventually. It's very cool. It's atmospheric. I don't know who this woman is, but she just goes fucking nuts. She's like she gets possessed or something.
24-hour party people, the Happy Mondays are foregoing their rock and roll lifestyle for a night of spooks and screams as they go.
Have we just missed that?
Where Julie's just collapsed.
Oh yeah, no, let me. I'll go back.
Would you like a weed, Nick?
Just blatantly taking the piss. Is it this? Yeah, it's this bit.
With a seance conducted around the coffin in the chapel.
Can we have the lights off now, please?
Under the instruction of a professional medium, Yvette is calling out to the spirit of Mary Ann. As a prisoner here, she took her own life before she could be led to the gallows.
I'm calling out to Mary Ann. Mary Ann, don't be shy.
No, that was me. I apologise.
Was that you?
I
It wasn't
apologise.
Mary Ann, was it?
No, it wasn't. It was just me. She's not.
I'm calling out to any of the condemned prisoners here. Whoa, did you push that?
No, just.
You just what?
This is good. Come forward to this coffin. Touch one of us.
Half of it's bleeped out. I don't know what they're saying.
Listen.
Someone's
Yeah.
Make the noises louder, please.
This is like early
Can you perhaps
noughties, I
bang on
think.
this coffin?
Oops, they look
Please
fucked now, them
copy
two, but
me. Do it on the...
Oh.
they look quite
Do it
young there.
again. Move this coffin. Move this coffin as a sign of yes, you're willing to communicate.
Get it to lift it up in the air.
Lift the coffin up in the air.
She shoved that.
No, it didn't. Why is it always me?
Because you're the prankster amongst us.
Yeah, right, okay.
The apparent movement of the coffin
She-
has clearly put the Mondays on edge. Bears is quick to try and blame Sean, but it's Julie who appears to be most affected.
Who's Julie?
I'm really cold.
I know, it's freezing.
I'm going under. I'm having a funny turn.
That sounds like
Oh my god, can you not feel that?
It's moving, isn't it?
Yeah.
Vibrating.
It's vibrating.
Vibrate this coffin.
You can feel it
Vibrate
vibrating.
it, please.
I'm
No,
freezing.
it's vibrating already. It's vibrating.
My knees are
Feel your
going.
fingers going numb.
It's okay. Hey.
Getting right into it. She's proper getting into it. There we go.
Julie's supposed contact
That
with the ghost.
that is the face of somebody who is properly into ghosts. Look how into it she is. I mean, she's on her way. She's on her way.
Ghost of Mary Ann appears to have scared her rigid.
Julie, you all right? Julie.
Do you know what it reminds me of? You know on Father Ted where Bishop Brennan gets kicked up the arse? It's that. It is, isn't it? Look. Bishop Brennan kicked. No, shush, shush, shush. Father Ted was a good series, wasn't it?
No! Meant well.
Look, it is. Look, it's exactly the same. That's uncanny. Haunted. Kicked up the arse. Haunted. Kicked up the arse. Haunted.
Julie. Julie.
Right, Julie.
Julie, come on.
Did he call me Len again?
She's
Come on,
fucked.
Julie,
She's
Julie,
fucked
Julie,
it.
Julie.
Absolutely fucked it, mate.
Come on, Julie.
Nah, I'm off, mate. I'm off.
Coming up, the sound sparks romantic memories.
Sounds like my next door neighbour getting on a Friday.
Anyway.
Good old Sean and Bez. Great value.
My
So yeah.
Please, wait
So
here.
what I was going to say, it's the power of suggestion, isn't it? Obviously, that's what I think. I might be wrong. I believe when people say they've seen a ghost, I believe that they believe they've seen a ghost. I just don't believe in ghosts. Because I'm a rational human being. And I believe in science. I believe in evidence. And so far there's been fuck all. It's almost impressive how much material they've gleaned from a group of people wandering around dark places, shitting each other up. And it's commendable that they've got this far. That's entertainment, folks. That's entertainment. In entrance hall. What's everyone having for their tea? I'm gonna have I can't have pizza again. Can I have pizza again? Of course you can. Do what you want, mate. I like that picture. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't have pizza again. I had pizza this weekend. I spend a lot on takeaway. I spend a hell of a lot of money on takeaway. It's too easy. Far too easy. Yeah, I had takeaway for every meal. Saturday and Sunday. And I bought dessert as well. Yesterday. I had a cookie dough with Ferrero Rocher ice cream. It was fucking well nice. That's good.
Come on. Over here.
That's good sugar. In terms of combos, doesn't get much better than that. Cookie dough and ice cream. Pretty good.
Over here, Christina. In here.
Oh, no thanks. Nah, I'm gonna stay out here. Bye-bye! Sorry, did you not just see that white ghoulish face in the treehouse? No? What is happening? No! Fucking get out of there!
Come over here, I want to show you something. Have you got any leeches for this?
In here.
Fucking hell. Oh, you bastard!
There's another game I've got to play as well called Detroit Become Human, which looks alright. me.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to find a bathroom.
Of course. I should have shown you where it was. What was I thinking?
She's very conspicuous.
Thank you.
What's your game? There is some kind of a conspiracy.
Thank you for your help.
Not at all. You're an interesting girl, Christina. I hope you find the answers you're looking for. Do speak to Reverend
Yeah, the
Peter at
lighting in
church.
this is very off,
I'm sure he can help you with this.
says me, because I know everything about film, but it's just very... I don't know, what do I know? What do I know? Right, what have we got here then? What the fuck have we got here then? Videotape, is it? Oh, it's you. What are you up to, you sneaky cow?
I understand that.
Oh yeah, I remember Limmy. Limmy was ripping into this because if this really was VHS, it would be cut off here. The ratio would be different. I'll shut up anyway, listen.
How is this affecting you?
I feel it here every day, especially at night. As though I'm always being watched. What she used to say was comforting. But now it's things that frighten me.
A ghost.
I'm concerned.
They should retitle this to, in my opinion, Ghost Bastard.
Imaginary.
Just got a bit more weight to it, you know.
As real as you are.
Please.
Ghost Bastard. What's that new game called? Ghost Bastard? Yeah. Oh, it's fucking mint, mate. Is it? What's that? That new game that came out the other day. Ghost Bastard. Yeah, have you heard of it as well? Yeah, mate. Everybody's talking about it. Are you guys talking about See? Who's Agnes? Hey?
Hello and welcome.
Reverend Peter.
Hello, Reverend Peter.
It's Christina, isn't it? How can I be of help?
I'm a
There are a few
reverend.
things I wanted to ask you.
I talk like this because I'm a man of the cloth.
After a bereavement, people often want answers.
My voice is weighty and trustworthy. Emily was a troubled person. Yes.
She was troubled by a lot of things.
Yes, the Lord sometimes challenges
I tried
us,
to help
doesn't
her where
he?
I could, but she didn't regularly come to this church. And people who aren't religious often feel uncomfortable asking advice from a man of the cloth.
Yes. Ghosts.
Emily talked about
I
seeing
bet
ghosts.
in this they would have to hold their gaze. So after each line, there would be a point where they'd have to keep filming because they need the footage to put the caption underneath. And they'd have to go, so when you finished your line, just hold it and stare because we need to fill in. So they finish the line and then... I imagine.
In the village. And it's something that I've experienced as well.
It's very common after a death like this to have such experiences. Even for those that don't believe in the paranormal.
Look. Nothing. Just waiting.
Maybe it has something to do with the story of Agnes.
Agnes?
Agnes.
It's a local legend. It dates back to the 18th century.
Oh, yeah, it's coming back to me
She
now.
was a maid who worked in the
Sound
Lord's
isn't
estate.
good either.
Her parents brought her over from Sweden when they came to
All
work.
see all these little things, they
The
do make
story
a difference if they're done well.
She had an affair with the Lord. When she fell pregnant, he was horrified that she
Because if
wanted
they're
to
not there,
legitimize a relationship.
everything just you're like, it's just not.
It was all very different.
Not grabbing me. It's not grabbing me, and I don't know why. That's why. Technically, it's below par. See, I'm not even listening to him.
And nobody helped her.
Not from the village, no. And the staff from the house, well, they turned their back on her because of the shame of it.
Shame, shame. This is are they talking about Agnes now, I think?
So what did she do?
Agnes, you
Out of
bastard.
options and without any hope, she threw herself into the lake on the Lord's estate. Drowned herself and the unborn child.
And that's where the ghost stories come from.
Thanks, Anne. Bye.
What was she doing? She was just looking at the flowers.
Not exactly.
That sounds, she comes to look at the flowers around about this time each afternoon. She goes and stands over there, looks at the flowers for 5 minutes, and then I release her. It gives me a sense of enormous power. It makes me feel big.
It's said that she cursed the area with her death, and that her spirit returns to taunt young women into taking their own lives.
Why are you smiling?
It's all nonsense, of course.
Oh. Suicides.
But there are more suicides here than normal.
Some areas are more prone to this than others. The sad fact is, suicide hotspots occur more often than you'd think. And having a local legend like this only adds to the problem and plays into people's neuroses. Doesn't help that Alexander keeps talking about it. He's the Lord's descendant.
He lives here in the village.
Yes. The estate's had the same family and for hundreds of years. I wouldn't recommend talking to him about this. It's not the kind of thing you want to hear when you've just lost a friend in the way that you have.
Yes.
Can be a little bit grumpy too.
Oh, really? We'll see about that, shall we? We'll see about that. The film I did's being edited as we speak, which
Hello,
is exciting.
Alexander?
Yes, what do you want?
I believe I met a colleague of yours today, Dominique.
Should be.
She
We'll have a
mentioned
first
to
cut
me
in the
that you
next
worked at the
couple of
clinic.
weeks.
I was hoping I could ask you some questions.
Very well. Come in.
Thank you.
Hello, hello, what's going on? What's all this shouting, Will? There's no trouble here.
This is my friend Emily. She passed away recently.
Yes. I was at the clinic when your friend was there, but purely in an advisory capacity. I couldn't comment on her treatment.
Advisory?
Advisory? At the clinic?
Yes, I retired as a surgeon many years ago, but I would be called back to advise the psychiatric team from time to time.
Reverend Peter, what about him?
I spoke to the vicar, and he told me the story of Agnes.
That man's a fool.
Oh.
He believes in God, but doubts the existence of evil. Ridiculous.
The curse. Tell me about the curse.
Do you believe there's some truth in this curse?
Oh, yes.
Succession is on tonight. I've just remembered.
This house has been under dark clouds for hundreds of years.
If anyone's not been
Ever
watching
since
it.
my ancestor foolishly impregnated that stupid maid.
there on your own?
Do you live here on your own?
No, I've got the
yes.
voices. I've always got
My
the
wife
voices.
left years ago. I would have gone too if I hadn't have believed that I would have taken the curse with me.
The voices keep me company. They're my friends.
You believe the curse would follow you?
Oh, yes. Just as I'm sure I drew it to the clinic. All those vulnerable people. It's an angry spirit. It preys on those who are emotionally open to it.
Have you seen her?
Have you seen her?
Of course. She haunted this house for years.
She's
burning
been
the life
dead
out of
for
anybody who lived under its roof. Yeah. The good Reverend hasn't told you the full story, has he? My ancestor was an arrogant.
Oh, here we go.
He was also stupid.
Flashback.
A man in his position should never have gone near one of his domestic staff. I mean, a maid, for goodness sake. I suppose her being Swedish must have added an air of exoticism.
This feels like when you're watching, obviously it's not that bad, but if you sat with your parents and some raunchy thing comes on TV, it's a bit, I don't know why, it's a bit uncomfortable. Do anything good this weekend? I've got to get the chicken out of the fridge. I forgot to get the chicken out. We haven't got chicken for tea, but I will get some chicken. I will get some chicken for tomorrow's tea.
Of course.
Is what I was going to say.
Usually these things are handled discreetly.
This is good, isn't it?
For some reason, she thought he would acknowledge her as the father of her child. A preposterous idea back then. She had to leave, of course.
He's got her up the duff, has he?
Be gone from here, wench.
How can you do this to me? I am your...
Be gone!
Okej! Jag går! Men jag hatar dig för att du gör det här mot mig!
Oh. A curse.
Förbanna dig och ditt hus!
A plague on both of your houses. The plague on both your houses.
That's a fucking good film, isn't it? Romeo and Juliet. Gotta watch that. One sec. It's a bit of a plague on both your houses, Romeo and Juliet, 1996. No.
A plague on both your houses!
It's a bit short-lived. Is there a longer scene? Yes. Michael Jacobs. What a triumph.
Consort! What, dost thou make us minstrels? Thou make minstrels of us, look they are nothing but discord! Here's my fiddlestick! Here's a Zoom! Consort!
Either withdraw to some private place, or reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure eye. A scratch!
That's his best bits.
A scratch!
The hurt cannot be much.
They have made
So, sir,
worms
ask for
made of me.
tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man.
He's fucked it.
Please.
96 this was.
Both your houses.
Oh, he missed the best bit. His Queen Marb speech is fantastic as well. Absolutely fantastic. Queen. I won't play it all.
Tis no wit to go. Why, may one ask? I dreamt a dream tonight, and so did I. What we... I talk of dreams.
Oh yeah, it's just boom. That's how you do a monologue. Anyway. Back to this shit game.
The other staff turned their backs on her. Nobody in the village would help. Quite alone, with no family to turn to, she was left with almost no choice.
So this is the ghost, if you weren't following. She's the one what's doing all the haunting.
They say that a soul that dies in a state of rage leaves a curse. Well, Agnes cursed us all that day.
So people believe these deaths were because of her.
Records in this house were very carefully kept. Particularly so on an estate so heavily reliant on agriculture. The phases of the moon were noted. Agnes's death was remarked on at the time because of the blood moon that appeared in the sky on the night of her death.
Blood
A
moon.
lunar eclipse.
Indeed. 2 years on, and Agnes was barely remembered. Until the next blood moon appeared in the sky.
Moon. Till the next blood moon. Blood moon.
That night, a maid in the house swore she'd seen Agnes on the stairs, whispering to her. The days went on, and she became more and more hysterical, claiming she heard Agnes speaking to her wherever she went. The next morning, the estate steward found the maid hanging from a tree.
Oh dear. What's this got to do
After
with
that,
now then?
we grew to fear the appearance of a blood moon.
What's that got to do with now
Even
and my
now?
friend?
Let me show you something.
No thank you.
Out there used to be the outbuildings that the servants lived in.
What happened?
I had it burned to the ground. When one of the servants started complaining about a woman who could be seen in the building at night, I finally had enough.
Fire.
So you set it on fire.
Fire was the only way to drive her out.
I bet this took a long time to
The vicar's
film.
predecessor
I bet this was a
very
long,
helpful in this matter. He was a
arduous
far more
shoot.
enlightened man.
Was she seen in the village again?
But has she been seen in the village?
Oh yes,
All the different
by the lake where she died.
options they'd have to shoot.
I really don't recommend you go there.
Say nothing. Say nothing acting. Nothing.
Look, I hope you find your answers. But if I were you, I'd leave this accursed place.
Excuse me.
Just
Do you
a-
know where the old clinic is?
You mean the asylum?
Yeah, it used to be mental health.
Yeah, that's it. The old mental place. They turn it into houses now. Follow the road up, half a mile, and turn right.
Thanks.
Yeah. You watch yourself up there. Pretty girl like you. All sorts of weirdos hanging about that place.
Yeah, thank you.
The
Fantastic.
mental people go about there sometimes. Watch your step.
Watch your
Not
step.
that I'm prejudiced or anything.
That was weird. What an odd fellow. Not that I'm prejudiced or anything. The mental asylum. You want to watch your step, love? Not that I'm being prejudiced or anything.
Hello? Anybody here?
Show yourself. Hello, hello, what's going on? What's all this shouting, Will? No trouble here. Let's have a random question. Not that one. What's the story behind one of your scars? Oh. That, I remember that one. That, if you can see it, it's kind of, oh, you can't really see it. Kind of there, like a line there. But I remember, it's not really that interesting. But I must have been very young, but I was at my very first house that I lived in. Go straight ahead. And I was saying to my mum, the picture can go there. And I caught it on a nail that's sticking out of the wall. And I remember it. That's an interesting story, isn't it? And the ones on my knuckles are, I won't go into that because it's a bit sad. Just punching things. Not people though, never people. Just being a teenager, basically being angry. Being an emo kid. What is one of the great values that guides your life? Gonna say honesty. It's always a good policy. And being creative. It's always good, isn't it? That's what I enjoy. Keep looking, there's got to be something else there. Yeah, I think honesty is always a good compass. Better to be honest, even if it's uncomfortable. If it makes you a bit vulnerable, you know, it's not always the easiest thing. And just having a laugh, if you can. Try and keep it light. Try not to murder anyone. If you can. No worries if you can't, but try and stay away from that. I'm not telling anyone how to live their lives, just... Let's have another one. What's on your bucket list this year? Ooh. I don't really have a bucket list for this year. What would I like to have done by this year? I'd like to get a girlfriend. Say get a girlfriend. That sounds quite sad, doesn't it? What do you want for Father Christmas, Adam? I'd like a girlfriend, please. Look. This year from Father Christmas, I'd like a real life girlfriend that likes all the things that I like, and likes all the films that I like and wants to do all the things that I want to do. My mate was talking about going skydiving. I would do that, depending on how much it is. I'm getting quite into tattoos at the moment. Did get one not long ago. Did it. And it seems a bit kind of lonely on its own. I can see how people get addicted to them, because I want to get more to kind of even it all out, do you know what I mean? So get more tattoos, get a girlfriend, maybe do a skydive. Next year, get a house. That's it. Buy a house or a flat. Probably a flat. And then maybe get a cat.
Oi! What's your game?
Fucking
You
hell.
shouldn't be here. This is a close site.
Say nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
What do you think you were doing, wandering about like that?
If I was a patient here, I just wanted to see it for myself.
I don't think so. Well, this place has been closed more than 20 years.
No, she was here 2 years ago.
She's been
This
dead
place
for
was closed up
15
after the fire broke out on the ward. They moved all the mental stuff to some other place.
This acting is bad. It's bad acting. Stop it. You are bad actors. I'm gonna take a break. But when I come back, I want to see the two of you doing something that we call in the industry committing to the moment. What's that from? I'll show you. I'll put your mind at ease. See if someone's put it on YouTube. Committing to the moment. And friends thought you are bad actors.
Come on, baby, don't go. Please? What do you say?
Hello? Oh, it's you. Just one sec. I am going to take this call. When I continue, I hope that there will appear on stage this magical thing that in the theater we call committing to the moment.
The guy's like a cartoon. What do you see?
I do like Friends. Friends is just funny, isn't it? It's just funny. And if you disagree, you're just wrong. All right, you're just wrong. Well, I prefer. I don't know. When people see it as a bit lowbrow, don't they? Just because it's commercially successful doesn't mean it's lowbrow. Okay.
Just on my way to visit someone, is it?
Just check your ego.
Just wanted to know if you recognize this person.
Something can be commercially successful and good at the same time. All right. So just
Christina,
take your highbrow elsewhere. Not on this stream. We're all about commercially successful American comedies.
I think she had something to do with why Emily died.
Her name's Lucy. She disappeared 3 years ago.
Say nothing. 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 Right.
Apparently, she started saying that she was visited by a woman called Agnes, who started talking to her at night.
Agnes?
As in Agnes from the story you told me.
First, I just thought it was hysteria. Mental illness, manifesting itself in hallucinations.
And do you still believe that now?
I was called away on parish business for 2 days. When I returned, I was told that she walked out of the house in the night and disappeared. It's troubled me ever since.
Her father?
Could you tell me where he lives?
Agnes's father, is she talking about?
If you must speak to him, be careful. He's quite delicate. He lives on his own.
Cool. Another question. What incredibly strong opinion do you have that's completely unimportant in the grand scheme of things? Wow, that's a loaded question, if I've ever heard one. What incredibly strong opinion do you have that's completely unimportant in the grand scheme of things?
Hello, Matthew?
It is.
Let me have a think
What
about
can I
that
do for you?
We were wondering if we could talk to you about your daughter.
Oh. Well, I suppose you'd better come in then.
Oh, this is the girl who killed herself. Well, the girl who killed herself.
Our
This is
friend
her father.
recently
No.
passed away. And we felt that it might have something to do with what happened to your daughter.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear about your friend, but I can't see what it would have to do with Lucy.
I don't know who Lucy is.
Our
I'm sorry,
friend
guys.
Emily had an interest in what happened to your daughter. She had a photo of her.
Okay, right.
Why would she be interested in someone who ran away from home?
Ask for help. Just put your hand up
Well,
and
we
say, I
don't
need help.
know, But we were hoping that you could maybe help us.
So
Well,
this
we can
girl,
certainly try.
hang on. So this girl who killed herself, forgotten her name, she had a friend called Lucy, whose photograph she had. She was interested in why she ran away. She was also haunted by a ghost called Agnes.
Did she talk about anything strange before she ran away?
Look, I don't see why I need to talk about this.
Because it says so in the script in front.
If you haven't heard from her in this long, do you not think that something else might have happened?
No, she's somewhere. Look, I don't know where, and for whatever reason, she doesn't want to talk to me yet. But I'm sure she'll call soon enough. Look, in my heart, I know she's fine.
Right.
Never thought that maybe she's not coming back.
That's every parent's reaction when their kid goes missing. Look, I don't know where she is, but in my heart, I know she's fine. And that's the end of that. I'd like you to leave now.
She is coming back. She's fine.
I don't think that's what she meant.
No, I think you better leave now. I think you've said rather enough.
I want both of you out of my house now.
Now.
That could have gone better.
You say that again.
What? That sometimes it's better to let me do the talking.
Don't you think he was a bit of a creep? The way he was looking at us.
Yeah, you managed to get a lonely guy to chuck 2 women out of his house. Quite an achievement.
Shut up. Besides, I've got an idea.
Strong opinion.
Hi.
I'm thinking.
Sorry, I thought I should come and apologise for my friend's behaviour. Do you mind if I come back in?
Why? No. You wouldn't do that, would you? Alright, come on then. You can come in and apologise properly. What incredibly strong opinion do you have that is completely unimportant in the grand scheme of things? I mean, I'm not one for kids. Sue me. I'm not one for having children. It's not on my list of things, and I don't think there should be any pressure. I'm not saying anyone is pressuring me. I'm just saying in the collective unconscious in society, it's kind of expected, isn't it, that you procreate. And I just think there are plenty of kids who need adopting before we start procreating. That sounds just very self-righteous, and it isn't important in the grand scheme of things because I might well change my mind. So whilst I do think that is a strong opinion, some would say controversial, there's also a part of me which goes, actually, I would quite like kids. Photo album. Having said all that, having, you know, being the self-righteous, the sort of righteous indignation, maybe that's a defense mechanism. Maybe I do want kids, but I'm scared of having a child with somebody. I mean, hats off. Childbirth scares the shit out of me, I'll be honest. Ooh, Jesus. Your partner going through childbirth. I know it's scary for them, but as a guy, just that helpless. And they could die. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? They could fucking die. They could both die. I know that's heavy, isn't it? But I suppose, if I'm really honest, that's what's... that does scare me a bit. Because I've heard a lot... I mean, you hear a lot of stories about childbirth and things that go wrong, and... I mean, I know someone that did die, and then they came back to life. Imagine that. She died for about 50 seconds, I think it was. They had to operate and do an emergency C-section. Look behind the orchard, did I say? Do an emergency C-section, get the baby out, and then defib her back to life. And they're both fine. Both healthy, happy. That's fucking mental, isn't it? But the dad at the time was in the corridor, and the nurse came out and said, listen, have you thought about the eventuality that either of them might not make it out of here? Something to that effect. And he fucking shot himself, as you would. I mean, they were all incredibly lucky, thanks to the amazing lifesavers at the NHS.
Did you not hear that?
Big up NHS. I mean, that's fucking mental, isn't it? Her heart stopped.
Look, I know you're up there.
They,
well, you can
within
get
the space of
down here
less
and
than
get
50
out.
seconds, bang, baby out, cut cord, stitch her up, bang,
believe you just did
defib,
that.
back to life.
I hope you found something.
Job's a good one.
Oh, you
Next.
did. I thought we were never going to get out of there. Did you smell the drink on him?
No.
Fucking mental.
Okay.
I don't know if I could go through that. Oh. I don't know. I like it. I don't like all kids. Some of them I can take or leave. Some of them I like more than others. But kids are kids, aren't they? And I suppose that is an unimportant opinion.
That's the only one in Alexander's estate.
Because as they say, opinions are like arseholes. Everybody has one. That's my 2 cents.
So is this where she's supposed to have drowned?
Maybe.
How can you kill yourself and your child?
Oh, she was pregnant. She was desperate. And this is another dark
Do you
thought,
think we
but
should be doing this?
it must take some balls to kill yourself. It really must. Like, oh, I forgot what the question was. No. I mean, it mustn't it? It must be fucking bad.
Do you remember what she said in her note?
I mean, I've thought about it, but not to the point where... I mean, I've come... not close. I don't want to sound overly dramatic. In fact, I'm going to sort of veer away from that a little bit, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that to actually go through with it must take a lot of balls.
I'm going to take a look around. See
Or a lot
if
of
I can find that
desperation.
orchard that Lucy
Or just
mentioned
like
in
you
her
just...
diary.
I don't know.
It's got to be near here somewhere.
I'm not going
Don't
anywhere.
want to depress anybody. I don't find it depressing, to be honest, to talk about stuff like that. I think it's... I don't want to say healthy. It's part of life, isn't it? Part of life for some people. Unfortunately. is there anybody there, please? Keep walking. I think I am going to get a pizza, you know. No, I'm not. I'm not. If I get... I do. I have been for a run. What's one place you've travelled that you never want to go back to? Alton Towers. I've never been. It's rubbish. Next. No. One place you've travelled that you would never want to go back to. What you doing? That's good, like, good juddery acting. I'm off my fucking tits, mate. I'm off my tits. Have you seen my mates? Can't find my mates.
Charlotte! Charlotte! Charlotte, come on. There's a pathway through the trees.
What's she looking at then? What were you looking at then? Oh, she's gone a bit weird. Charlotte, why have you gone weird? Charlotte? Charlotte? What place I've travelled to that I would never want to go back to? I don't know. I've never... Oh, there's a place called Halkidiki in Greece, I think it was. That was a bit of a crap holiday. Went with my girlfriend at the time, and that was the end of that, I think. That was when it was on its way out. That was a long time ago.
What is this place?
But the place was like...
Emily went to.
It was basically built up
Let's not
for
see it.
tourists, and it was like being in the Truman Show. The strip where the sea was, it was like someone had copied and pasted the same block of like bar, restaurant, cafe, and just copy paste all the way along the coast. It was just never ending. There's no sense of, oh, what's the word? Oh god, I was trying to think of this word the other day, and it wouldn't come to me then. Like the history of something. There's no, not chronology. The history behind something, the story. Oh god, that's going to annoy me.
What are you looking for?
I don't really know.
Let's Google it.
Maybe let's look behind the back.
Word for history behind something. No, not Inception. No. No.
Maybe this is a way in.
Not Origin.
You think this is a good idea?
Lineage. Yeah, it's kind of like Lineage. Oh, what's it called? Inception. Lineage. Let's look at lineage synonym. Lineage synonym. Ancestry, genealogy, dynasty, background. No. Right. I'm just going to leave that because it will come to me. Just leave it. Yes. Anyway, there was no sense of place there. It was just it felt very superficial and just soulless. That word is rattling around somewhere in my head.
Not this? I don't think we should be doing this.
Not lineage. I don't even know what it begins with. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, Ah!
Charlotte?
Does it begin with P?
She's here.
Don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Halkidiki.
Charlotte? Charlotte?
Also, I've been to Amsterdam when I was younger.
Charlotte?
Did mushrooms and stuff there, and kind of did all the sights, did all the experiences. Had a good time. Not I didn't get a prostitute or anything like that. Just to be clear, not all of the events, but you know what I mean. I had a laugh, but I don't know if I'd go back there. Yeah. Not that I would never want to, just don't see the point of going back there. Oh, that word. I'm gonna have to keep Googling it. Sorry, guys. It's just a birth for Anderson. What is the word for a story behind something? History. Oh. Oh, God. It was nearly there then. You fucker. Not etymology. What's etymology mean? Oh, that's the study of the origin of words. That's driving me mental. Good files. Stop thinking about it, ads. Just let it go. It'll come back.
How's that even possible?
Hello?
There she is.
Charlotte?
There
Charlotte, where are
she
you?
is. Hello. Look for Charlotte. Keep going, mate. You're okay. Keep going.
Charlotte?
That's someone on WhatsApp. Bippity-bippity-doo. I search.
Charlotte? Charlotte, if you're there, bloody come out!
Search messages. Oh, I think I'm...
Charlotte!
Charlotte, come out, you
Please
fucker.
come out! Who are you?
No. Oh, shit. Shitting hell. Oh, you fucker. Oh, what are you doing that
Who
for?
are you?
Charlotte! Stop it, Charlotte! It's that, Swedish lady, isn't it? That's Agnes, is it? Oh my god. Goodness gracious me. I'm gonna wrap this up soon, I think. I wonder if I can save it. Settings, stats, exit, game. I'm just gonna assume that, yeah, resume. Oh. Oh. Okay, we'll just have to do that again next time. That's okay. That's alright. Thank you for watching, guys. I am going to get a pizza. Fuck it. When I get a pizza, I'm going to watch Succession. I'm going to think of what that word was. Doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter. No. Never mind, eh? So, that's it. That's the end of the stream. I'll be back on... I'll definitely come back on this week, because I like to carry on with this. Or I have got another game as well. That Detroit Become Human. That looks pretty good. Yeah. Keep on keeping on, everybody. Thank you for watching. Give us a... click the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. You know, all that stuff. The usual. Give us a follow. Share with your friends if you enjoy this stream. You think they might like it. Do give it a share. And I will see you next time. Thanks again, guys. Speak to you in a bit. Bye-bye.
Thank you.